She working. It might be the light I'm using, but she is working. Greetings, y'all. Let me see. She giving. She doing something. Hold on. Let me see if I can light her up. Greetings, y'all. Welcome to 773 Oracle and Tarot. It's your girl, Chantel Ronnie, here to give all the tarot bites. There we go. What they need for this brand new 5-day cycle that we got going on. Greetings, 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 greetings. Yvette, happy Sunday, Miss Yvette. I'm glad you're here because you know I'm about to spill all the tea on our little field trip. Order up, y'all. Let's give it up for Order Express. He was giving me some StreamYard tutorials. So we soon going to be a little bit advanced. I'm going to be able to drop the link and you guys are going to be able to call in. Barbara, Lisa, greetings. Rabbit, I hope you're feeling good. What is this? Greetings, love, greetings. Come on in. Greetings, Miss Autumn Nene. You made it. Hey, Nene, what is going on? What is really going on? All right. Get on in the room. That's a Funky Dineva song. Oh, come through, everybody. Greetings. Happy Sunday, the night before Monday. So yeah, I wanted to get in and make sure that you all start your 5-day work cycle with good emotional and spiritual, fortitude. Before we get into anything, we're going to be getting our downloads from the Fortune Oracle by Miss Sharina Starr. So we got that going on. Please do not forget to hit the like and subscribe to the channel if by chance you have not done so already. Don't forget to like the thank you. Rabbit is on her duty. Okay, so y'all saw my shuffle. There we go. Okay, we got the collective. We got fire signs, we got air signs, we got water signs, and last but not least, the earth signs. All right, I got those pulled out. Let me put my toys away because we got to keep this nice and tidy. I am surprised that Sal is not here. I don't know if y'all could see it. We got 31 people in the chat, only 5 likes. Please come on in, subscribe to the channel, hit the like. It's all that shit is free. All that shit is free. I don't know if y'all can see the new tarot table. It's Dia de los Muertos. For me, Dia de los Muertos is a very, very, it's a very special time of year. I'm very happy about that. And the tablecloth for the tarot table was given by Sal E. And we love it. And it's got all the Dia de los Muertos calaveras on it. So I'm very happy about that. But before I put it on the table, I had to wash it. I had to make sure I put it in the laundry because, Sal did not get to the rapture. Sal's ass was not accepted to the rapture. And quite honestly, it's because of Sal's ass. He ain't in the rapture, but I digress. It was still a nice gesture, but I still had to wash the tarot tablecloth. And here we are. All right. So give it up to Sal E whenever we see him for the tarot tablecloth. All right. And listen, hopefully the next time the rapture comes, his ass will be a little bit more sanctified, but that ain't about, that I'm not calling nobody out. All right. Jeffrey Lawson, greetings, my love. Please hit the like and welcome to the, subscribe to the channel, please. I'm a little tongue tied, y'all. Everywhere. How's everyone doing? How is everyone doing? Gracious greetings. All right. All right. Let's recap. So, last night, me and 2 of your moderators, we went to Schaumburg. Schaumburg is in the heart of Caucasity, which is the reason why I said we was going to go to jail. But we didn't. But that's not because my moderators did not try. All right. Yvette was hungover and Miss Martha's ankle was on the mend. Okay, but I digress. So they couldn't run. That's what saved us. So here we go. The The Body Mind Spirit Expo. A lot of vendors, a lot of crystals were being sold. So we get there, and before we get there, Miss Yvette and I, we stopped off at a bakery, divine little bakery, honey. It used to be, it's owned by my ex. So I knew what the food was. The food was good. You know, thankfully we did not run into him, but we had a delicious breakfast. And then we went to go get Miss Martha. Miss Martha died. She did not want anything. So we go, and we are just gossiping and getting it all together and what have you. And then we get there. We get to Schaumburg. And let me say, if you all need a getaway driver, you definitely want Yvette. Yvette was an amazing, and I'm just giving you all information because, you know, these are hard economical times. And if Yvette, you know, she may need a few dollars, but like if you got to get a getaway, you let Miss Yvette know. All right. She got you covered on that. And she got insurance. So we get there, and there were people dressed like butterflies. I kid you the fuck not, complete with antennas and wings and all that. I'm like, okay, this is what we doing, huh? All right. I'm going to go with the flow. We get there, and I see the tables, and unbeknownst to me, Yvette and Miss Martha, they behind me, and I'm just in my own world. I'm walking through the aisles, and there's this man, bald man, good-looking bald man, and he goes, "Would you like a Reiki healing? I could put crystals all over your body. I can make you into a crystal." I looked at him and I said, "I will beat the shit out of you." Okay. So that was that. But then, we stayed there. We went and we heard somebody lecture. We had some like a coffee substitute. It was quite delicious, a little pricey. It was a little, but very good. The ladies, they bought some magnetic jewelry and some magnetic things to help ease inflammation and pain and what have you. But all in all, I'm going to say this. Those expos, they're good. They're good because those expos are like the first step into people doing their spiritual journey. And there was something for everybody. And for me, looking at that expo, I'm going to say this. There were people looking for a lot of things, and there were people that were willing to sell a lot of things. There was a lot of readers. Reading by Miss Marjorie, readings by Kevin, readings by so-and-so. And at one point, Miss Yvette looked at me and she said, "Would you do something like that?" And for me, simply for me, I can't do that. And I don't know if it's COVID, because during COVID, I was doing my readings, via camera, via Zoom. But I'm used to the one-on-one. I got to tune into that energy. And there was just too much around me. There was a lot. And I found myself getting a headache. But again, it was still a very interesting, excursion. I'm glad I went with the ladies that I went with. We had a delicious dinner, and that was the day. So, in the chat, let me know if you guys ever gone to like a body spiritual expo, and like, tell me what you guys thought about it. So while I'm looking to see if anybody is going to share anything, these are the cards I pulled. I am going to. Lisa said no. Michael said never. Now, is it because those type of expos never went to your part of town, or you just never had the chance to go to something like that? Autumn said no, never been, but maybe one day. Okay. No, I haven't been, but glad you got. We did enjoy ourselves. I don't do crowds. What's this? I don't like crowds either. But it was enjoyable. Yvette said that was her second one. That was her second one. You guys, listen, you guys owe it to yourselves that if you are on your spiritual journey, listen, it's not going to be for everybody, but you owe it to yourselves to see what is out there. Barbara says, no, never had the opportunity. Yeah, my spirits get wild around people. Autumn, and that's the thing though, Autumn, that's the thing. Like, there was a lot of energy. There was a lot of energy. And like I said, there were a lot of people looking for answers, and there were a lot of people that said that they were going to give them answers. And I'm not here to make commentary on anybody's abilities. I think it was Miss Martha. I just stood by. And there was a woman that says that she was a bone reader, and she had this big bag, and someone had their hand out, and she was just reaching in and just putting random items in this woman's hand. And I was like, if that's how you do your divination, I don't see how that is, considering the reader was putting them in the hands. But I mean, hey, I'm not here to criticize. I'm just saying, like, the energy should be on the other person's part in the way that I do things. But it is what it is. I go to a crystal Indian store and get crystals and stones. And okay. So, think of it that way, but there were a lot more vendors, but there were a lot more people that claimed that they were more in tuned and stuff. Michael Stevens says, I've been to a flea market and saw, yeah, I mean, and wait a minute. I've never experienced those people. So I can't say whether they're talented or not, but they do feel a need. People do go to them. There's something for everybody. But listen, I'm not going to hold you all. Tomorrow is Monday. We're starting a brand new 5-day work cycle, brand new opportunities, brand new blessings. And so I wanted to get you all together before we do anything. So there we go. Y'all saw me do my shuffle. Y'all saw me do my pull. And there we go. All right. So with that being said, so we're going to do the collective. We're going to do the fire signs, air signs, water signs, and earth signs. Okay. So let us get started. All right. Starting off for the collective, card number 3. When we talk about the numerological aspect of the number 3, we're talking about acknowledgement. We're talking about creativity. We're talking about growth. And this card says, beware. Collective, listen up. Be careful who you trust at this time. All right. Right now, this card for the collective, we're talking about being warning signals. We're talking about red flags. We're talking about flashing lights. Universal mind is telling you to watch your step. We're talking about suspicion, unease, low key anxiety. So with this card, collective, here we go, collective. What energy around you needs a second look before you jump in? Huh? What around you needs to be looked at a second time before you put it all in, before you put all your chips on the table? Baby, having discernment for yourself is loving yourself. Protect your peace. Trust your gut. All right. This is collective. So for the collective, I'm going to give you an affirmation for the collective. And if you feel it, put it in the chat. All right. This one's for everybody. And again, whatever affirmations I give, whether it's for the air sign, whatever signs they do, if the affirmation feels for you, if it resonates, put it in the chat. That when you type it or when you write it, that is your first step of manifestation. All right. So here we go for the collective. We're gonna affirm. All right, I got you. Here it goes. I trust my inner radar. Nothing gets past me. I trust my inner radar. Nothing gets past me. All right. So that's for the collective. All right. Moving right along. We're going for the air signs. My air signs. my Aries, my Leos, my Sagittarians. Okay, here we go. Card number 11. 1 + 1 is 2. When we talk about the number 2, we're talking about balance. We're talking about partnerships. We're talking about duets, divisions, yin and yang, opposites attracts, things of that nature. This one says flowers. Be generous. Success and emotional fulfillment are yours. Aries, Leos, and Sagittarians, right here. This card right here. When we think about flowers, what are we thinking about? We're thinking about fragrance. We're thinking about blooming. We're thinking about beauty that reminds you that life has still sweetness to it. All right. We're talking, when this card comes out and it says be generous, what I'm getting right off from my Aries, my Leos, and my Sagittarians is that you all are stressed. There's a feeling like your life is on autopilot. There's a dullness. So for my Aries, my Leos, and my Sagittarians, here's your question. Where in your life can you pause and appreciate the beauty of your life instead of rushing past it? My Aries, my Leos, and my Sagittarians, y'all are missing it. You all are missing your life. You all are so worried about what's the next step that you don't congratulate yourself for the step that you made. You're not celebrating your small wins. And, you're always worried about trying to get ahead. Baby, universal mind is telling you, you all got to take a pause for the cause. You all got to take a pause for the cause. This card with the flowers is showing you abundance. And abundance is natural. Beauty blooms wherever you water it. You all got to water your lives. You all got to water your lives. Y'all got to start appreciating this moment. All you've got is now. All you've got is now. And here it is. You all get to decide how that moment is going to be spent. Are you going to be wondering about the blessings that are going to come? Or are you going to be wondering about the anxieties and about the worries, about the shit that you ain't got no control over? Because that choice is yours. That choice is yours. Right there. So with that being said, for my Aries, my Leos, and my Sagittarians, and if the affirmation, if it resonates, go ahead and put it in the chat. We're going to affirm. Here we go. We're going to keep it simple. Aries, Leo, Sagittarians, and whoever this may resonate with, here's your affirmation. I bloom in beauty, grace, and abundance. We're going to keep it small. I bloom in beauty, grace, and abundance. You put it in the chat, you claim it as yours. All right? Moving right along. We have got the air signs. And now I'm talking to my Aquarians, my Libras, and my Geminis. Card number 6, right there, the Chariot. The Chariot. When we talk about the card number 6, we're talking about improvement. We're talking about harmony. We're talking about balance. We're talking about family matters. We're talking about romance matters. All right. This card is the Chariot. Look at those horses of light. Moving you forward, moving your life forward. All right. This card right here, it says, charge ahead with confidence. Stay strong and stay focused. All right. So when we think about the Chariot, we think about wheels that are rolling. We're talking about holding those reins real tight. We're talking about focus. We're talking about drive. We're talking about victory. When the card says charge ahead with confidence, what we're getting is we're restless. Air signs. Your ambitions are scattered. Okay. You want to move, but you're unsure how. Baby, the destiny recognizes movement. You ain't got to be perfect. You don't even have to be brave. Do it scared, but move. Do it scared. Do it imperfect, but my Aquarians, my Libras, and my Geminis, but move forward. We got to move our lives forward, all right? So the question is, what What's trying to pull you in the opposite directions? And how do you take control? Because remember, you got the answers to both of those questions. You know what you want. What is stopping you from getting there? How can you rein that thought in? All right. So for my Aquarians, my Libras, and my Geminis, we're going to affirm. We're going to affirm. This one came easy to me. We're going to affirm. I move forward with focus, strength, and purpose. I move forward with focus, strength, and purpose. All right. So there you go. That's for the air signs. Moving right along. Water signs. Give me a second. Card number 33. 3 plus 3 is 6. Okay. So for my Pisces, my Cancerians, and my Scorpios. Okay. When we talk about the number 6, once again, we're talking about harmony. We're talking about peace. We're talking about family matters, romance matters, improvement, balance. You all got the unicorn. Look at that. You all got the unicorn. This one, all right, water signs, success, hope, freedom, healing, and magic are all available to you. You just have to believe. When we think of unicorns, we already think of rarity. We think of magic. We think of that one-of-a-kind energy, purity with power. With this being, with this card affirming, the success, the hope, the freedom. Here it is. For my water signs, you are feeling overlooked. You're doubting your gifts. You wanting to blend in. You're not supposed to blend in. You're not supposed to blend in. And for my water signs, my Pisces, my Cancerians, and my Scorpios, here it is. You all feel like you don't fit in, and you're not supposed to. You're supposed to lead. You are supposed to lead. Just as rare as a unicorn is, that's your energy. Your energy is just as rare. So for my Pisces, my Cancerians, and my Scorpios, you all better get with the fucking program. You better start stepping into your power. Stop stepping into your power. Stop playing small, because the environments around you don't understand you. They're not supposed to understand you because you're not supposed to be there. You're not supposed to be there. So here's your questions, my water signs. Where are you hiding your unique magic instead of letting it shine? And why are you doing it? They're going to talk about you anyway. They're going to talk about you anyway. There's no way around it. They're going to always have some shit to say. All right? They're always going to have some shit to say. You spending more energy trying to blend in, trying to dumb yourselves down, when really what you're supposed to be doing is letting them talk. They're talking because they wish that they could do what you can do naturally. Water signs, you are often imitated but never duplicated. You better get with your program. You better get with your program. You all are unique. Your uniqueness is your blessing. Your uniqueness is your superpower. In fact, that's going to be your affirmation. My water signs, my Pisces, my Cancerians, and my Scorpios. Here's your affirmation. And if anybody feels it, put it in the chat. My uniqueness is my power, my gift, and my glow. My uniqueness is my power, my gift, and my glow. Because water signs, there ain't nobody out here being a better you than you. So baby, if they nervous, let the bitches suffer. That's all I can tell you. Let them bitches suffer. All right. We come to our last card. And this is for the hardest working signs in the zodiac, my earth signs, my Taurus, my Virgos, and my Capricorns. We got card number 34. 3 plus 4 is 7. And this one is unity. 3 plus 4 is 7. When we talk about the numerological aspects of the number 7, we are talking about potential. We're talking about ambition. We're talking about victory. We're talking about success. We're talking about resources. All right. And this card is unity. This card right here says, a time of divine understanding, renewal, peace, and hope. You radiate and attract great love. My Taurus, my Virgos, and my Capricorn, this is your moment. This is your moment. When we talk about unity, we're talking what we're looking at in this card. We're talking about joining hands. We're talking about hearts beating as one. We're talking about many parts moving as one. We're talking about unison. All right, communication. With this card, if we're getting this, my earth signs, that only tells me y'all are feeling lonely. There's conflict, there's division. You got to let that go. Y'all got to let that go. Oneness isn't sameness. Did you catch what I'm saying? We're talking about unity. We're bringing it down to being oneness. But oneness isn't sameness. It's harmony. It's harmony. Unity starts with inside of you. And then it spreads outwards. So my Taurus, my Virgos, and my Capricorns, we got to do the work. Go inside. Find where those broken pieces are at. Put them back together. Put them back together. Will they be perfect? No. You're not supposed to be perfect. You're supposed to be real. You're not supposed to be perfect. You're supposed to be real. So here it is, my Taurus, my Virgos, and my Capricorns. Where can you bring harmony when there's division? And that's especially inside yourself. So the question is about your relationships outside, your immediate environment. Where can you bring harmony where there's division? But don't forget to look inside, because there's some division within inside too. Otherwise, we would not get this card. Universal mind is saying, come on, I need you all to come together. Yes, I know you broken. Yes, I know you tired. Yes, I know you disappointed, but the game's not over yet. And you're not sitting on the bench. You got to find that harmony with inside of yourself and with others. All right. So with that being said, for my earth signs, we're going to affirm. We're going to keep it simple. We're going to keep it simple. I live in harmony with myself and others. I live in harmony with myself and others, because it begins with you. It begins with you. That's your reading. That's it. Bracing you all for this 5-day work week. Now, tomorrow I'm going to be breaking it up. Tomorrow I got a very easy day. So about 1 o'clock, I'm going to give you your astrological forecast. And then in the evening, I will give you your oracle for Tuesday. Now, Wednesday is probably going to be a recorded thing, because Wednesday I'm going to be working very hard. But when I can go live, I'll let you guys know. So that is that. All right. Do we want a prayer for the week, or are we good? Y'all want to do a prayer before we start the week? Oh, thank you, Miss Yvette. And Miss Yvette, I'm so glad we didn't go to jail yesterday. Okay. Okay, what's this? Says a prayer. All right. Okay. All right. Yvette said, okay. All right. We said, okay. She seconded that emotion. All right, y'all. Here we go. Take a deep breath. Let it out. Take a deep breath, let it out. Get yourself centered. Get yourself centered. All right. All right, y'all, here we go. We gather in the presence of universal mind, knowing that we are guided and that we are supported. We release the tension of the world and the weight of our worries. Peace flows through us now, and calm takes the place of anxiety. We are steady, we are strong, and we are centered. This new work cycle is a doorway to blessings. Each of the 5 days ahead carries opportunity, growth, prosperity. We welcome creative ideas. We welcome right connections. We welcome ease of divine order moving through our work. And we affirm we are not overwhelmed by the world. We are uplifted by spirit. We are not trapped in routine. We move in the rhythm of life. We are not working in vain. We are building in purpose. This cycle is blessed. We are blessed. And so it is, and so it is, and so it is. Amen. Y'all, on the profile page, Order Express, who was up here earlier, put a buy me coffee. If you feel it, buy me a coffee. You ain't got to, but it's there if you want to. All right. I will be back tomorrow between noon and 1 o'clock. We'll get the astrology down, and then I'll come back later that evening and we'll do just what we did today, and we'll give you the oracle breakdown. All right. With all that being said, y'all, again, I know y'all were praying for me because I was out in Schaumburg with Miss Martha and Miss Yvette, and we definitely was going to go to jail, but Universal Mind said not today. We're not going to go to jail today. So that was that. Let me see. Autumn said I needed that, baby. I'm here on assignment. I'm here on assignment, Miss Autumn. Give a kiss to that lady that you brought into the world for me, all right? And y'all, for my moderators, Miss Rabbit Crafts and Miss Yvette, could you all put some hearts in the chat? They don't have to be here. These are working women, all right? So with all that being said, listen, without you all, this channel is nothing. Thank you all so much. You all stay in alignment. You stay on assignment. You make these opportunities, you make this work cycle do what it do, and you fuck the bullshit, okay? Are we good? All right, babies. Y'all have an amazing Monday. I'll be back in the afternoon to give you your astrological breakdown, and then I'll be back later that night to do the oracle readings, all right? All right. And I'm out. Y'all stay blessed. Good night.